All of the hype of the incoming 250 West class had the air sucked out of it as fast as Anaheim Stadium in 2017 when Ken flew like Superman and crashed his title hopes into the dirt. If you look simply at the results, it will appear as if the Martin brothers campaign ended before it even began. Both riders logging in official did not start after they failed to line back up after Alex's crash led to a red flag restart that saw Justin Cooper lead wire to wire. But they were not the only two who saw their season go up in smoke. In all, 7 250 riders and 3 450 riders had serious enough crashes to put their immediate future in jeopardy. Some will be able to return after a week off in Daytona, others not so lucky. Let's look at what we know and what they've had to say following their Orlando misfortune. Starting with the 250 class and leading with those very same Martin brothers, Jeremy was unable to triple in the very first rhythm lane and unfortunately was landed on by Styles Robertson. The young Martin brother immediately got to his feet but quickly showed discomfort in his shoulder. Before we could even process that first incident, Alex Martin hit the ground 2 corners later and did not get up. The Alpine Stars medical team thought his injury so severe and in a very rough spot on the track that the entire race was red flagged, but not until after Cameron McAdoo clipped him while he was laying on the ground. That situation deserves an entire video in itself, so I'm not going to touch on that here, but feel free to let me know in the comments how you divvy up the blame pie. We have not heard anything directly from the teams or the brothers, but luckily, we have been able to get something out of Mom. Posting up on her personal Facebook, Mama Martin posted Sunday morning, "Thank you to all who reached out with prayers, concern, and positive thoughts for both Alex and Jeremy. Last night was like watching the C class go through the whoops. Alex saw Tweety birds and is very sore after getting run over. He's getting further concussion testing to make sure all is well. Jeremy's shoulder is now back in place. MRI test coming soon for him. Again, thank you all for your support. Our Moto families, friends, and fans are the best. Both boys and their teams will share updates." A third rider with title aspirations that had the rug pulled out in the opening round was Jordon Smith. The Pro Circuit Kawasaki rider went down in the whoops while chasing Justin Cooper for the race lead and was unable to remount his bike. On his personal Instagram, Jordon reported, "Well, tonight wasn't what I was looking for, obviously. I have had lingering thumb injury entering the season and I just wanted to come in the first round and be smart and build through the season. The whole day was going great until the strength in my thumb made my hand slip off going through the whoops. I'm bruised, but I'm going to go back and heal up and be ready for Daytona. Lots of positives still from the day, and thanks to the entire Pro Circuit race team for all the hard work getting me to where I was. Get knocked down 99 times, get back up 100. Another rider that had a bad time in the whoop section was JMC Husqvarna's Carson Brown. After qualifying 11th overall and having the highest non-all-star pick trend in the class for Pulp MX Fantasy, Carson didn't even make it a complete lap in his heat race before the whoop monster gobbled him up. Carson updated us through his Instagram Sunday evening. "Hey everyone, was feeling great out there at Orlando yesterday. In my heat race, I ended up dislocating my elbow. I'll keep everyone updated on when I will be back up there. Huge thanks to everyone who reached out. Really appreciate all your support. The JMC Husqvarna race team built an amazing bike, and I can't wait to get back on." Bar X Suzuki's Sean Cantrell made his return to pro racing after spending the entire 2020 season as a student. His triumphant return was cut short after working through the pack in his heat race, passing into a transfer spot with just 1 lap to go, but unfortunately he endoed hard in the whoop section on the last lap and gave up that qualifying position. On Sunday, Sean took to Instagram to update us. "I was very happy with my riding in the heat race, worked my way into a qualifying position, but the whoops were tough all day and had an unlucky run through them. Ended up breaking my collarbone. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. I will get this thing fixed and will be back in a few weeks. A lot of weight is lifted off my shoulders, knowing that I'm still capable of competing at this level after being away for so long. Thank you all for the get well wishes." Jerry Robin was looking good all day, qualifying 23rd on a privateer Husqvarna, but was not able to get a lap in before finding himself down and out for the night. On Instagram, Jerry reported, "Tough start to the season to say the least. Off the start in the heat race, I got tangled up with a few guys when Thrasher went down. Had to double the triple since I was in the back of the pack, and another rider went for the triple for some reason and landed on me. Thankfully, I didn't have any broken bones, and I'm just really sore and a minor AC joint separation." The final 250 injury update is privateer Cheyenne Harmon. Cheyenne got a good start and ran in a qualifying position for about 5 minutes before dropping to 13th for 2 laps and then completely out of the race. According to his Instagram post, this wasn't even his first accident of the day. Well, that's not the start we wanted to the season. It was a hell of a day. Motor locked up off the face of the Supercross triple in Q1 and was able to get up and walk away from that big moment. Thought our day was done, but thanks to the AJE Motorsports team, they loaned me a motor and my mechanic was able to do a full motor swap and had me back out for the final qualifier. Then we ended the night show with this crash in the heat race. The Alpine Stars medics were there right away. They had me transferred to the local hospital for further evaluation. I'm thankful to be walking away from this one. My 6D helmet did its job. I plan on being back for the Dallas rounds. 3 450 riders had nasty get-offs throughout the day, most notably Adam Cianciarulo, who was running second at the time. He immediately stood up and got off the track but made no attempt to remount his Kawasaki. There has been no official word from the AC camp, but Pulp MX's Steve Mathis reported Sunday morning that he heard Adam injured his collarbone. We anxiously await a more comprehensive update from Monster Cowie or even AC himself. Fan favorite and HEP Twisted Tea Suzuki's own Adam Enticknap never even made it to the night show as he suffered a major injury in the final qualifying session that brought the rest of the field to a halt. According to his Instagram, broken collarbone in 2 places, successful surgery this afternoon, shoulder hurts really bad. As far as we know, no extensive damage to the shoulder and we are going to get an MRI when we get home. Spirits are high, I'm looking forward to getting back to the team racing again. Good job Max on his first 450 main. Popular privateer Justin Starling also had some hard luck that led to a bad crash and an injury in qualifying. Justin took to Twitter to update us on his status to correct Racer X's diagnosis of a broken leg or ankle. All good, washed the front, slammed my knee and felt it lock, possibly torn MCL. I tried to ride the heat in the LCQ, but the pain was just too much. We'll get an MRI on Monday and make a game plan from there. Hopefully we get a more comprehensive update from AC and the Martin brothers. Be sure to follow at RotoXMoto on both Twitter and Instagram and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube so that you are the first to know when the riders do post an update. Unfortunately, no race this weekend, but expect an updated 450 Power Rankings video by Thursday, and hopefully I can cook up something to make up for the lack of live racing on Saturday. Thank you so much for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie, and I will see you next time.